Hi, I'm Kay Dean, and this is Fake Review Watch. Today I'm doing an update to my Yelp is Hazardous to Your Health Part 1 video that I published on April 30th, 2020. That video documented how Torrance Hernia Center in Southern California was faking its Yelp reviews and exposed Yelp's culpability in hiding the fraud. In that video, I specifically noted 3 reviews that were recommended by Yelp that were fake, and 4 more reviews that were not recommended by Yelp that were fake. Those 7 reviews have all now been removed by Yelp for violating their terms of service. Also, Torrance Hernia Center continues to add more suspect reviews. Today's June 18th, 2020, and I'm on Torrance Hernia Center's Yelp page. They have a 4.5-star Yelp rating based on 18 recommended reviews. First, I'll point out that Torrance Hernia Center has 5 new reviews that are suspect: Joshua W., Leonardo C., Daniel C., John J., and Jake S. I'll get back to these later, but what happened to the reviews by Daniel O., Kathy J., and Alina S. that were previously recommended by Yelp? Nowhere to be seen. Let's scroll down, and I'll click on this link for 7 reviews not currently recommended. Now let's look at the reviews removed for violating terms of service. In my last video, Torrance Hernia Center had 6 reviews removed for violating Yelp's terms of service, and I showed you how each one of them was fake. Now we see that there are 14 reviews removed for violating Yelp's terms of service. Recall the 7 active reviews I identified as fake in the previous video? They are here now. Andy N., Kathy J. Yelp said Kathy was a recommended and trusted reviewer last time. Alina S. was also recommended last time. Alpha D. Daniel O. Daniel's review, The Real Tearjerker, was trusted by Yelp until recently. There's Rosie A. and Russ K. What Yelp is not telling you is that 13 of these 14 removed profiles were from business owners or managers who were part of a network involved in Facebook review trading groups. I'll show you now who a couple of these newly removed profiles belong to and the businesses that they represent. One of the removed profiles was Kathy J., who is Kathy Jackson, a realtor in the Bay Area. Here's Jackson on Facebook seeking to trade reviews. Here's Jackson's fake Yelp review of Torrance Hernia Center from over a year ago that has just recently been removed by Yelp. Another of Torrance's removed Yelp reviews was by Rosie A., who is Rosemary May. Her Facebook profile says that she owns lady glitter tattoos and face painting. Notice the highlighted photo. She uses the same photo for her Yelp profile. Here you can see that she is a member of a Facebook review exchange group. And here is her fake Yelp review for Torrance Hernia Center. This review was from 2018 and was just removed by Yelp. Let's take another look at Torrance Hernia Center's Yelp page. I mentioned that these 5 new reviews by Joshua W., Leonardo C., Daniel C., John J., and Jake S. were suspect. Why? Well, first I note that Leonardo C., according to his Yelp profile, is affiliated with Leonardo's Pest Control. The owner of Leonardo's Pest Control is Leonardo Sapero from Los Angeles. And Leonardo's review for Torrance Hernia Center is suspect because here he is soliciting for Yelp reviews in a Facebook review exchange group. I also noted that a brand new review for Torrance Hernia Center by Joshua W. of Boca Raton, Florida was suspect. Joshua W. is Joshua Wonesh, a University of Florida student from Boca Raton, according to his LinkedIn profile. Note his LinkedIn profile photo is the same as his Yelp profile photo. Unfortunately, our university student is involved in Facebook review exchange groups. Again, note that the photo here is the same one as on the Yelp review for Torrance Hernia Center. And here's Joshua actively soliciting for review exchanges. My research suggests that he's trading Yelp, Google, and Facebook reviews for Logo Up, a custom apparel company based in Pompano Beach, Florida. So much for an honest summer job. Furthermore, let's look at what 3 of these 5 guys have reviewed in common. I've put Leonardo C., Jake S., and Daniel C. in this mini spreadsheet to show you the overlap in their reviews. First, note that Leonardo and Jake have both reviewed Torrance Hernia Center, Dr. Mark Mormon's Highline Orthopedics in Manhattan, and Genesis Pro Builders, an LA construction company. This is immediately curious. On top of that, in my first video, I already showed the suspicious overlap in reviews between Torrance Hernia Center in California and Dr. Mormon's practice in New York. Leonardo and Jake are now the 10th and 11th people I've found that have reviewed both practices. Note also that all 3 Torrance patients just happen to use the same construction company. Finally, notice that 2 of them happen to go to the same restaurant some 350 miles away in Northern California, a restaurant that I've established separately is faking reviews. Given that I've already established that Torrance Hernia Center is faking reviews, these reviews certainly look suspect as well. So Yelp has now thrown out 13 of Torrance Hernia Center's reviews. Reviews that I've shown to be fake, yet Yelp says nothing about this to the public. All you see from Yelp is that Torrance Hernia Center has a 4.5-star rating based on 18 recommended reviews. If you bother to scroll down to the bottom of the page and click multiple times, you would note 14 reviews removed for violating Yelp's terms of service, but there is no indication what that means. Yelp is hiding Torrance Hernia Center's fraudulent reviews and awards this surgery center with a 4.5-star rating. Evidently, fraud does not factor into the business rating. So, is Yelp telling you that Torrance Hernia Center is trying to mislead you with fake reviews? Is Yelp giving you the best information to make well-informed decisions about using this surgery center? Is Yelp empowering and protecting you? Did you see a consumer alert on Torrance Hernia Center's Yelp page? So much for Yelp's claims to protect consumers.